told you earlier concerning the Solai Dam tragedy, the death toll from the Patel Dam tragedy in Solai, Nakuru County, has now risen to 48, and more people remain unaccounted for after the dam broke its earthen walls and swept through 3 villages. Casualties are receiving treatment in hospital. Our senior reporter Rita Tinina reports on the night of horror and why the Killer Dam is now under intense scrutiny.
A dash to save lives. The old, men, women and children lucky to be alive after the privately owned Patel Dam in Solai, Nakuru County, burst. The dam, sitting on a 1-acre piece of land, broke its earthen walls at around 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, unleashing raging waters which left in their wake death and destruction.
Huu ni mkasa ambao hujaonekana na hujaikuwa umefikiriwa kwa kiwango kikubwa sana.
Homes, businesses, crops, livestock and property such as vehicles were swept away, and hundreds of people were left out in the cold, turned homeless in minutes.
Kusikia mara moja kwa sauti padi ya juu, padi imetoka padi ya juu mkubwa sana. Hapo matimu yakakadika yote na kukaa kuna giza kwenye giza. Sasa watu wote wakatoka padi ya juu wakaanza kulia. Watu wanaanza mbio padi ya chini ndio hana kuamka.
Nyumba zimebomolewa. Hiyo maji imeteremka sana imekula mahali, yani mahali kumeinama hivyo kidogo.
2 hours after the dam walls broke, water was still flowing from it, as panic and helplessness gripped locals during the night of horror. Daybreak would reveal the real extent of the destruction.
This is a tragedy that touches all of us. Nothing of this kind has happened in our country, at least in my memory and in the history of our nation.
The waters swept through more than 2 kilometers of farmland, affecting 3 low-lying villages, mostly inhabited by casual laborers who work in nearby farms, with estimates putting those affected at more than 3,000 people.
I want to assure the families affected and the leadership here that we will give them all the support, including ensuring there's enough food for the families affected, and also non-food items that will be provided throughout this period of this trauma.
A multi-agency operation bringing together the KDF, regular police, National Youth Service and the Kenya Red Cross continued night and day, as several people remain unaccounted for.
We have instructed the chiefs and the assistant chiefs from this place to ensure that they assist us to establish all our people who lived here and know which members of the families cannot be accounted for, so that within the next 24 hours we are able to conclusively come to an end with this operation.
More than 38 casualties are being treated at the Nakuru County Referral Hospital and the Bahati Sub-County Hospital.
Tuko kwa nyumba, tunapika na watoto na mama, tukasikia mguruma kutoka huko juu. Kutoka nje ndio hivi. Mimi nikashika watoto wawili, mama mwingine. Tukaanza kukimbia, maji imetufikia. Mara moja nikasikia mama nyuma, kanigonga, nikatupanisha watoto chini, maji kanisomba.
Maji kikuja, nikatoka, nikakumbuka nimesahau mtoto mmoja alikuwa amelala kwa kiti. Ndio niliporudi hapo kumchukua. Ndio nikitoka sasa nikienda kushika hao wengine, maji ikatokelezea hapo. Tukijaribu kukimbia ikatubeba, tukaachana na watoto.
The Killer Dam, used for large-scale irrigation and fish farming, is owned by Manskul Patel. It is said to have burst due to the higher volume of water following heavy rains that have been pounding the country.
We have commenced investigations into this to find out whether this is a tragedy we could actually have avoided.
Normally, what we know is that a dam should have some mechanisms that when it's full, should be able to release water. There's a mechanism. So we want to know whether it went through the necessary regulations.
The Ministry of Education closed several schools, among them Solai Boys High School, as those whose lives changed overnight contemplate on how to pick up the pieces. Rita Tinina, KTN News.
A very shocking incident there, and that is why this morning we are asking in a Twitter poll if you think the ongoing floods should be declared a national disaster. 48 plus have been killed in Solai, others have been killed in various parts of the country. Thousands have been displaced. That is why we are asking you this question, if you think the ongoing floods should be declared a national disaster in Kenya. Now, very little is known about Mansukul Patel, the owner of the dam that killed 48 people in Solai, that is in Nakuru County. Those who have interacted with him say he is a reclusive person who has employed thousands of workers in his over 2,000-acre flower farm operating under Solai Roses. According to residents of Solai, access to the expansive farm with 5 mega dams is strictly restricted. Patel's family has been involved in a number of community social responsibility activities like building a classroom at Solai Secondary School, equipping a maternity at a local health center. However, the family has completely denied surrounding communities access to the 7 dams within their farms. Now, just to get a situational update from Solai, I'm going to link up with our reporter, Elphas Legato, has been following for us this story since it broke the other night. And Elphas, good morning. And the number we had as of last night is that 48 people have been confirmed dead. And perhaps can you tell us how the rescue operation is going on at the moment?
Yes, good morning to you, Yusuf. This morning, as you rightly put it, we can confirm to you that some 48 people were confirmed dead following that tragic accident that happened on the other night at around 8 p.m. That was the night. And we can confirm to you that yesterday, those who were rescued from, or those who were rendered homeless, rather, they were accommodated in Solai Boys High School. You know, humanitarian help coming to them, and non-food materials from World Vision, Lions Club, and Nakuru, as well as Red Cross, and even civilians just stepping in to give a helping hand to those who are affected by the raging waters when the integrity of Patel Dam, caved in and making way for raging waters that swept an entire energy village. So this morning, it is less intense. The recovery process is less intense compared to yesterday. But today they are going to be digging 10 kilometer stretch from Solai, just trying to recover Yusuf, because as of yesterday, some 40 people were still missing. We had a conversation with the area chief, some of the leaders, and you'll also remember that 2 cabinet secretaries, Interior CS Fred Matiang'i, as well as his counterpart for devolution, Eugene Omalo, were just there to inspect the situation. They were accompanied by Nakuru Governor Ali Kinyanjui, just trying to assess the whole situation. And they spoke to us yesterday, confirming that a team of engineers, a multi-agency, would be establishing the remaining dams because some of them, one is believed to actually be leaking, and it has really created fear amongst the residents. So the process of just trying to see if the walls can sustain the water is being done. So we are not in a position now to authoritatively tell you what exactly has happened. That would be speculation. But a team of engineers, as per the communication yesterday, have been working around the clock to just assess the integrity of the dams. And should there be an immediate need to drain that dam, that was the communication that they gave us. They will be trying to just drain that dam so as to curtail any tragedy of that monumental proportion, Yusuf. But for today, our eyes would be on the survivors, just trying to find out who is Patel. Some people are preferring to call it a masking Patel. So we will be keeping an eye on the humanitarian situation here, those who survive, to try to see and talking to relatives of those who might have lost their loved ones, those missing their loved ones. That is the situation that Solai would be on the center stages today, just trying to highlight on those particular issues, Yusuf. But for today, the recovery process of the body is still ongoing. KDF soldiers working closely with NYS as well as Red Cross are the teams on ground just trying to still, recover and see if they can find the missing persons. Yusuf, that is the situation.
Alphas, thanks a lot for giving us the situational update there in Solai. And just one final question. We've seen aerial footage of the farm itself, the farm in question. And we've seen there are several dams in that place, about 7 of them. And the Interior Cabinet Secretary, Fred Matiang'i, is on record having said that they're going to discharge water from these dams because they're equally dangerous. Are there plans perhaps to do that?
Yes, so yesterday, again, CS Fred Matiang'i, as you rightly put it, they're saying that there are cracks in one of the walls. It is believed that one of the walls actually have cracks, and it is raising questions of the structural integrity of that dam. So what they say, and they are working closely with the county government, with an agency, a multi-agency that they say that they've established to assess that situation. If there is an urgent need to discharge water, that is the process that they will be doing immediately. Lee Kinyanjui yesterday at around 8:30 telling us that this is something that is ongoing, but they cannot rush it because, again, there is the risk that they have to really prevent of maybe rushing to drain the water and maybe, cause an even bigger risk, Yusuf. So what they're saying is that they'll just allow the experts to do their work to assess the integrity of the walls of that particular dam that had cracks, but we can confirm to you that residents are really fearful. They are the ones who live in that particular place. And they're saying that it has been leaking water and it has cracks. So the process of just trying to find out if that walls can sustain that water, and if the walls can sustain that water, and you will also agree that with the ongoing rain, we do not know for sure if the walls can sustain that water. So what they are doing today is just to assess the whole situation, and if there is need, Yusuf, they will be draining the water, but the experts would be doing that particular job just to try and curtail any tragedy of such a proportion, Yusuf.
Thank you very much, Alphas, for that situational update from Solai. And please, Alphas, don't hesitate to give us any update from Solai as the day progresses. Of course, that is our reporter coming to us all the way from Solai, where that tragedy struck, where 48 people have been confirmed dead. Several others are still missing, according to Alphas. There are thousands have been displaced. And remember, this is not the only place that floods have wreaked havoc in the country. There are also other places where people have been killed. The property is destroyed. That is why this morning on our Twitter poll, we are asking you, should the ongoing floods be declared a national disaster? Should the ongoing floods be declared a national disaster? You know the drill. Our Twitter handle is at KTN News. You can as well tweet me at Yusuf Ibra. But now we're going to take a very short break. But even as we take that short break here, I'll leave you some images of that tragedy that struck in Solai. We'll be right back. Stay with us.